Okay. Organize a few other windows. And we're good. Just organizing a couple other things. There we go. Okay, so what have we done so far? I spent most of yesterday and a lot of downtime just working up star ratings everywhere. Just trying. I've done absolutely no story so far, but I did go ahead and try to get as much equipment upgrades as I could. Nothing's really 5 stars yet, but we'll get there. So with this, we should just be able to go straight into doing the next mission, in theory. I'll still head up and see, but... Got the art girl to 5, so kind of using her pictures in places. I did not mean to sleep till evening. Just skip that. Just sleep till morning. And skip that again. Now we'll leave. I don't think there's any actual contracts for me to take. Yeah, there's nothing. So I just gotta go to the ship and grab the next mission.
Sam. You'll need to work through several steps to complete this order. To begin with, collect the cache of materials waiting for you on the DHP Magellan. Take these to the mine north of F1. The location has been marked for you on your map. And when you arrive there, submit the materials using the terminal on site. This will allow you to restore the facility to working order. Next, access the terminal again to commence mining operations. If all goes well, a large quantity of materials should be extracted. You'll then need to deliver those materials to West Fort Knott. Consider making use of the monorail located at the mine to make life easier. Upon your arrival at F1, use the delivery terminal to submit all the materials for processing and to finally complete the order. That's all there is to it. So begin plotting your route to the mine north of F1.
Okay then. What's this? Generator. Road ends here. I'm guessing there isn't another one that goes this way. Or if there is, it's locked behind having the mine. Chiral creatures are deep water. And then there's whatever is actually in there. Can't go that way. Okay.
Commencing route creation.
Road stops there.
Delivery route finalized.
Probably got enough weapons to take care of whatever might be there, but it's more of having equipment to traverse all this.
On this occasion, you'll be delivering some heavy materials. You can use a tri-cruiser to transport them. Alternatively, floating carriers can now be fabricated. These carriers are ideal for taking heavy cargo across terrain ill-suited to vehicles. If that sounds good to you, try fabricating one and loading the materials onto it. And when you're not using the carrier for cargo, you can hop aboard and kick the ground and use it as a makeshift skateboard. Just remember that floating carriers require chiral crystals to function, so keep a supply on hand.
I am probably going to walk this trip just because I don't know what it is, so. Good thing I got a level 2 carrier for all this. I want another ladder just in case. I'll take a PCC. Won't do me any good probably, but I'll take it. It's my weapon. One lightweight, 2 shotgun, sniper. Okay, and a pistol. Don't really want that. go ahead and park the bike.
Sam, there's another porter here. Since you brought this site onto the chiral network, perhaps they thought they could make use of the additional data to make a safe run. Want to go and say hello?
Be nice to your fellow porters as you encounter them on the road. I will do that if I think about it. Easy, Sam.
Who calls for comfort?
I probably would have been just fine taking the bike.
Sam, that vehicle appears to be locked up tight. You won't be able to take it for a drive.
I wasn't trying to. But it's good to know. Ah, there is a road thing over here. I absolutely do not have the materials on me to use it, but I know it's here now. What's this? Oop. The road probably leads off that way, which would explain why people have I guess maybe traversing the island, the little island chain won't be as bad. Let's swing around.
That cargo looks stacked. You think the terrain's gonna mess with balance? It's rough out here.
I have absolutely no idea, Iris, to be completely honest with you. It's a kind of an unknown path. I'm just figuring out the best way right now.
Got you, Fendrel. It's all trial and error. Every path feels like part experiment, part instinct. Just keep your eyes on tricky terrain and balance, and I'll keep an eye on anything else that comes up. We adapt as we go.
Rude. Okay, maybe I should have went the other way.
Earthquake detected. Intensity. G-scale. 6.
Right then. I'll just grab that. Let's bring it back. I'd appreciate the latter attempt. I don't know if I can actually extend a ladder. I know you can, like, chain 2 ladders together. But I don't know if I can do it with this one. And not with that one in the way, I can't. That goes into the water. I need a slightly higher point. There. This guy may have actually had the right idea. That was the wrong button. You said you guys were allowed out of the water. Very rude. Unfortunately, that's the 2 ladders I brought, so, oops. Just turn off the music to save myself that headache of dealing with copyright claims. Keep the rest. Time I should have brought 3. Oh well. Hi, friends. Rude little creatures. And once more of killing the music. There's 200 metals here. Screw it. We'll just trudge through.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Okay, that wasn't so bad. Something very large was fought over here.
Ah, so that's the place, huh?
Good morning to you. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Chiral decontamination in progress. No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
Terminal. There you go. And it lives.
Well done, Sam. I've never seen a working monorail before. Think of all the stuff it could carry. All right then, why don't we extract some materials?
Why don't we? That's a lot of special alloys and resin. There's also virtually every crystal I had.
Very good, Sam. Now all you have to do is load the extracted materials onto the monorail for transport. Let's begin by accessing that delivery terminal.
Use the monorail, load the monorail with cargo and vehicles, or get on board yourself. Okay. Okay. Did I get everything? Yep. Nifty. We can use this for absolutely nothing else. Okay. This is the part where I realized I should have brought the bite.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Oh, the monorail's coming back. Wait, if that's back, can I write it over there? Here, you need to be picked up. Or it just has an animation that goes back and forth. But it was a good chance to get those. Yes, I understand. Car is bad, but the crystals are good. They're even better, particularly after I just spent 2,000. They use this guy's bridge.
Chiral network coverage.
B. Actually, we'll just go the original plan I had, which was the long way around without going through the water. Which did have a slight situation up here, if I remember right. This may or may not be easily crossable. That would be worth a bridge, but if there's a road over here that I can build really quick, I'd rather just build the road. Get away from that as fast as we can.
Okay.
All I want is the game to have a blanket setting just to disable all music. Well, I don't mind fighting copyright claims over something that you can't help. It is just like a waste of 5 to 10 minutes that would be easier just to be able to turn everything off. So wait, what is this then? Because it looks like one of the road ones. Use zipline. What?
Yeah!
Oh. Well, this does make this slightly easier. That stop would hurt. That was not graceful in the least bit.
Good day, Sam.
Feels good.
I'll get the microphone. Got like 2 things of cargo that needs to go down here. Let's see if Sam can run this without tripping.
Sam, it's such a pleasure to see you again.
Hydration recommended.
Cargo transported by the monorail has been placed in your private locker.
Private locker contains cargo designed designated rather for delivery to this facility. Deliver this cargo as well. Yes.
Did you actually manage to restore the monorail? Awesome. With it
Open my
back up and
feed.
running, you'll be able to transport materials from the mines. Right. Sorry. Let's take a look at these materials you brought. Would you look at all this? I think it's safe to say we'll have nothing to worry about for a while.
Oh, now I can make this thing.
It's like a dream come true, this showing up on our doorstep. We've written it off.
Nice,
but
got the
you know
vehicle
down there.
unlocked. Looks like it's all about hauling cargo. Could be handy. Battery drain might get sketchy, though. You think we'll need it soon?
Probably, considering how these missions are going.
Makes sense. With the way things are ramping up, having that ride ready to roll will save a ton of trouble. Let's just keep hauling smart and watch the terrain. It's always easier to prep than to scramble. You've got this.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Through floating carriers. Boost the floating carrier's maneuverability when ridden. And extended light window. Optimizes the extended light window, enhanced boosting for. I thought I already had that. Or is it just giving it to me now?
Ah, here's a little something extra as thanks. I got them just for you. Figured they'd suit your style. They sure weren't easy to come by. A real collector's item, I hear. We really appreciate your help. At the risk of stating the obvious, it's going to take an awful lot of resources to restore the other roads and monorails to working order. But at least with this monorail operational, you can bring us large shipments of materials with relatively minimal effort. That's going to go a long way towards getting other sections up and running again. We can fabricate pickup off-roaders now, by the way. I'm pretty fond of them myself. It's a large four-wheel drive vehicle, boasts significant cargo carrying capacity for the hard-working porter. The driver's seat is in an elevated position and exposed by design. This allows the driver to survey their surroundings more easily and engage enemies with small arms if necessary. You can customize it quite a bit too, attach all kinds of different parts as you like. That said, a lot of parts are still in development, but you'll receive their data as soon as it's ready. The schematics for this vehicle have already been shared with everyone on the chiral network, which means that we can look forward to other people drafting even more new parts. Sure, the monorail network was extensive and once stretched across a good chunk of Australia's coastline. But repeated exposure to timefall has seen it degrade significantly. And with the constant threat of BTs and armed groups, it's not been possible to repair the damage. If you happen to come across a track layer, be sure to feed it any materials you can spare. Even a small contribution will make a difference. Anyway, just something to think about. We're so grateful for the assistance, Sam. You've been a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day.
You managed to save the day, Sam. The people here now have more than enough supplies for their needs. They should be able to prepare cargo for the next delivery too. But first, I have some information to share with you. About Lou. Return to the DHV Magellan so we can talk.
Anything else?
Well done.
Nope. Okay. Well, we're here. We might as well. Might as well make one. Change color. Do the same thing that the bike is. I won't do the same thing that the bike is.
Vehicle ready. Please drive carefully. Tolerably tolerant.
What's that? Ongoing flood damage caused area to the Twin Creeks. Okay. So that's that mine. That's the flood damage. Let's just take a look real quick. No missions. There's not going to be anything at the plate gate. Government has nothing. That mine's probably got ceramics it needs picked up. Commander's got nothing, but I think I have something for him. Here, I want to. Where is it? Store that. Keep everything else. I guess I don't have any cargo going anywhere. Okay. Story time it is then.
Hey, Sam. How's it going? I have updates for you, if you have time.
I take it you've learned more about Lou?
We followed up on the message Deadman left for you at the lab. About how there was another BB-28, not Lou, who, according to the records, was decommissioned 4 years ago. The first time you and Lou met was about 2 years ago now, when you were entrusted with a BB previously issued to Bridges Corp's disposal. And together, the two of you made it all the way across North America.
Deadman and everyone else at Bridges, they all called Lou BB-28.
Right. Because that was Lou's serial number. You see, we found the records for the BB storage facility. By cross-referencing the data, we confirmed that after BB-28 was decommissioned 4 years ago, Lou was assigned the same designation and placed into storage.
So what you're telling me is that instead of getting a new serial number, Lou inherited an old one?
As for Lou's mother, following the C-section, it seems she passed away. And that, pretty much, is the extent of our recent discoveries. Without a still mother to provide support, it makes sense that Lou was kept in reserve. But we still have no idea who approved the serial number reassignment, much less why they did it.
Higgs said there were things I didn't know. Maybe this is what he was talking about.
I think it could be.
I want to know everything about Lou.
You're playing his game, Sam. Chasing after the past is what Higgs wants you to do.
I need to know where Lou came from. I have to know.
If you're sure, Sam, I'll keep digging. In the meantime, you should get plenty of rest before your next mission.
I don't want to sleep. Nightmare insanity time. Probably, anyway. Or not.
Sam, it's Charlie. A new order is now ready for you. I'd also like to brief you on your next destination. And I believe that Fragile wants to have a word as well. Visit the delivery terminal in West Fort Knott to take on the relevant main order.
Sam, it seems Tarman decided to leave a few books for you. Right there by your bed. Reading is a wonderful way to take your mind off things. Trust me.
Eh? What? Books? What? Books in a second. I want my daily 2 bottles of tea. Or 1, depending if I need to recharge the stamina or not. I do, so 1 more. distance. I don't know if that redness on his arms is normal. Quick shower.
Hi, Sam.
Cat. Want the cat. Okay, it is normal. What is this about? Books? Books near bed. It's a sink. It's weapons. That's doll man. Table has nothing but tea and... Oh, there they are. What does reading a book do for us?
That's Tarman's son. He must have placed a photograph in here for safekeeping. This is an important memento. Why don't we go and take it to him?
Might as well.
I found this picture in your book. Is this your son? Thank you. Yes. He's still out there somewhere, borne along on the currents, with this right hand of mine. It's due to my connection with said missing piece that I can read the movements of the tar. Something akin to a phantom pain. You want to hear the story?
Sure.
I was both a medical doctor and a geophysics researcher once upon a time. In those days, the tar currents were a key focus of mine. This ship was originally built to facilitate my studies, in fact. The deep tar hunting vessel Magellan, we named it. A ship perfectly suited to pursuing the creatures that thrive in the tar's depths. Another avenue of research, you might say. We called them chiral mammals, for lack of a better name. Seemed like the closest fit. Reckoned if we caught one, we could figure out all the mysteries. The tar, the tides, hell, maybe even the stranding.
Whoa, she's a big one.
Dip yourself in, son.
Tar's looking calm. I'll be fine, Pop.
Famous last words.
You seeing this? I think she's pregnant.
Kids got their survival instincts of an... I don't have a good analogy for that.
Hey, Pop.
But they're not
This
high.
is weird.
Stop!
All of that could have been avoided had he not touched the thing or flipped in. Or both.
And just like that, the tar took my boy and my hand along with him.
But you gained the cat, so that is a completely fair trade.
At first, I thought this little guy was my son reborn.
If I may ask a question, the hunters that attacked you after you caught the chiral mammal, are you sure they came from within the creature's womb?
Yes. That said, I'm not of the opinion that the hunters were its offspring.
Its womb merely served as a gateway to the other side.
Indeed. The tar and the beach are connected.
Right then. This one. We'll roll with the different sunglasses. No, we won't. But we can make them look the same. Roughly. Never mind. I thought we could change the yellow line color.
Nice.
Don't necessarily need to wear those inside there, Sam, but here, you can do that when you're inside. To the outside world.
Extraction was successful. It was transferred to a sterilized pod and sent to a separate facility.
Ready to proceed with corpse disposal? 1.
So once we go down to the F1 terminal, so see what we do.
Sam, your next destination is the Northern Environmental Observatory. Like its western counterpart, this observatory is a critical facility that will help us to monitor the changes taking place in the Australian environment. To bring it online, you'll have to navigate the canyon to the northeast of your current position. But before that, you'll need to link up another site en route.
Sam,
The next site we want you to link up is called Rainbow Valley. A friend of Drawbridge is waiting for you there. Once the network connection has been established, they'll be joining us on the DHV Magellan. I recruited them myself when we first met in the UCA. You can pick up the order from the delivery terminal. I'm looking forward to seeing you both. Thanks again, Sam.
Okay, orders, deliver all terraforming equipment to Rainbow Valley. Where is Rainbow Valley? Rainbow Valley is back there in a valley. How fitting. Somebody's got a road extending up that far. Question is, does it go left or right? If the road goes back to there, then that would save us trouble. Otherwise, we got to try to hug the right side, I guess. Well, time to see what this vehicle can do, I guess. Yep. Okay.
Commencing route creation.
To that generator. A bridge there would actually make a lot more sense. Maybe, anyway. BT's there. I'm gonna try to make her bridge first.
Delivery route finalized.
Everybody into the truck. I got a PCC on me, I think.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Forget how much a standard bridge is, so we'll just take what is probably overkill. Well, the good news is that I didn't actually need to bring that much metal. Alright, so how do I want to do this? I don't really want to go through the BT area if I can avoid it.
Commencing route creation.
So I'll hug the coast until I can't hug the coast anymore.
Delivery route final.
Trip the BTs anyway. It's fine. My base guess is they're all going to be to the right. And if they're not, then I will deal with whatever happens to be in front of me. Now the fun part of can this vehicle climb? Screamy back there. Near as hard as it seems like it was on the way.
Good morning to you. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Take your stuff.
Does this mean the drawbridge has finally come to the valley? Oh, thank you. I'm glad you could make it. It's an honor to welcome you here. This cargo is in tip-top shape. You are a consummate professional. Well, we hope the next step involves the Cupid, yeah? Okay then, let's do this.
Well, guess this is it for Chapter 3, according to the achievement. tar cannon, a device primarily used to extinguish fires by dousing them with a jet of decontaminated tar. Deploy the cannon to fix it to the ground and replenish its tar supply, but be warned that the tar it expels has restoration.
Now displaying your current order grade.
The connection looks strong and steady to me. That cargo you brought along is going to make a world of difference, too. It'll allow us to proceed with our terraforming initiative. Hopefully, no more towns will have to suffer the fate of the one down below us. Oh, we've shared our tar cannon data with everyone, by the way. I suspect you'll find it useful in your own work. Try it out. See if it suits your needs.
I sincerely doubt it will, but we'll see.
You probably passed the town I mentioned on your way up here. At a glance, it might have looked like nothing more than a cluster of massive boulders. But those were once buildings. Places where people used to live. As the desert kept creeping closer, the town was abandoned overnight. They'd been forced to evacuate. The few who were left behind became BTs. Still, at least the exodus went to plan. There are no void-outs at any rate. This region was once filled with lush vegetation, over which birds soared and serenaded, until all that beautiful life fell prey to sudden desertification. We swore to do everything in our power to bring back what was lost. Around the time we got started, the APAC people showed up. With their help, we've been able to achieve a modest measure of success. But moving forward, we have to find a way to nurture and protect what little we have on our own. Tar cannons are invaluable pieces of equipment that we use to combat forest fires. Now, while fires are a common occurrence in this region, water is a precious resource. So these cannons were developed as extinguishers that utilize the tar contained within the earth itself. They leverage the tar's viscosity, making them one of the most effective methods of combating fire we have. When deployed on the ground, they can both extract and discharge tar simultaneously. You can pick up the cannon and use it on the go as well, but you'll be unable to refill its tar reservoir while doing so. If you find yourself caught in a wildfire, you'll need to figure out when to shoot and when to move in order to make it out alive. Thanks for everything, Sam. You and Drawbridge have helped ensure that these lands will one day be filled with life again, however long it takes. In particular, that comrade of yours has performed absolute miracles for us. If you're looking to link up with them, you'll find them in the ravine on the other side of the river, directly opposite this shelter. Come back and visit anytime.
Right. Time to meet up with our comrade. Let's see. They should be around here somewhere.
Okay. So...
Alright, looks like you're hunting for something nearby. What's the plan here? Scanning or just poking around? Those shelves look promising.
Let's see. I don't want to make it, but I have a weird feeling that it's going to want me to have one. So it'll live on the tool rack for now. Oh, you just kind of caught me when I was about to interact with something. We just completed a mission. We got to go over to the next one now, which is just nearby. That's that marker you saw. Okay, look.
Got it. Vendrel, moving smoothly from one task to the next. That marker's a clear destination. Looks like it's all lining up. Focus on efficiency for the trip, carry what you need, and watch that footing. I'll keep track of anything that might sidetrack us.
I respect you people and your music, but when it comes to streaming and recording this game, I need to turn it off, so, sorry. So that probably only impacts my local version of the game, I hope. I going?
Commencing route creation.
I'm going that way.
Delivery route finalized.
Do we need a bridge here? I would say yes. Now, can I build a bridge here? The only complaint it has is the ladder. Try again. But it's tight. Let's get this done. Down here is because you have the metal on.
Stretch your legs.
Now the question is, does this man have 600 medals on him? If he does, I can just instantly make that level 2 and not have to worry about it so much. He does. Just barely. Tight fit. Could we not with the music? But, oh well. I've already got this song removed once, I'll just do it again.
Raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun. And I said I didn't like the way he got things done. Sleeping on the job, those
exact opposite of this. Pretty bird.
I think I spooked her.
I really couldn't say. I certainly haven't ever seen her dance like that before.
It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me.
Go on, Sam. Follow her into that facility.
Well, I kind of intended to. Didn't really need the encouragement. That's a wall. And that is very green. Birds.
Thanks for coming, Sam. I'm sorry about just now. I didn't know who you were at first.
You're the picture of health, Rainey.
You too, little man.
You got some kind of a trick for dealing with time fall?
Rainey, it's been too long.
Fragile.
Can't wait to see you again.
What are we waiting for, Sam? Let's head to the DHV Magellan.
You okay? Well, at least I didn't have a person escort.
Fragile. Hi.
Hi. Nice to meet the old-fashioned way. Carograms are great, but nothing beats a hug. Well, I'm sure you already know. This is Rainey. She's a good friend of the cause.
It really is a pleasure to meet you, Sam.
Nice to meet you too.
Glad to see you in good health.
And it's so good to see you all again.
Well, they conveniently answered nothing. Now, do we get Nightmare Sam? Nope, we do not.
Sam, Charlie here. You may now undertake your next assignment. You can find the relevant main order by
Outstanding. Give me tea. Or actually, does anything come from reading the books?
Moby Dick, or The Whale, seems to be one of Tarman's favorite novels. As the name suggests, it's a story about a white sperm whale named Moby Dick. Captain Ahab, one of the main characters, uses a prosthetic leg made of whalebone to replace the one Moby Dick took long ago. He's obsessed with getting revenge against the whale, which he hates with a terrible passion, all while nursing the phantom pain of his lost leg. In the end, Ahab fails to exact vengeance on his foe and is dragged into the sea. His crew's only survivor is Ishmael, the book's narrator. He was rescued after clinging desperately to a coffin-shaped life buoy. That's right, a coffin was his savior. Ironic, isn't it? How you use a thing makes all the difference.
I don't know the odds of somebody who has not read Moby Dick that was going to, then played this game. But if that scenario had ever played out, they just ruined the book for somebody who hadn't read it that was intending to. However, I don't think anybody was intending to read that book that would be playing this game that has not already read that book. I really need to hook up a third monitor so I don't have to like switch around to see Iris's setup. There. And we'll just go to the surface.
Alright, looks like the stream setup is coming together. OBS is loaded up, audio levels are active. You got everything balanced? Music's sitting a little high on the mixer. Want to nudge it down just a bit?
She caught me messing around with the OBS settings. Though she's not wrong, music was kind of high, even though it's not playing. Alright, so you said next mission was from over there? Over there. Can I ask what you did with my vehicle? Or did I just run past it because I'm blind? I ran past it because I'm blind. You don't have orders, but you do have something I wish to do. I want to put this on there. Wait a minute. Why was that? There. move that tree. Whenever this gets upgraded, if I decide to upgrade it. Wait a minute.
Take care out there.
I don't mind that it's the artist chick. I just, no music. I'm gonna have to repair this vehicle at some point. Alright, what do you want me to do?
Sam, your next order requires you to recover an escaped kangaroo, the subject of an important experiment. Seems the bushland area it hopped off to is one where the chiral density is extremely high, meaning you'll need to get it back to the animal shelter ASAP to ensure its safety. This is a ticking clock situation, Sam. I'll brief you on the details while you review your map.
I'm sorry, you want me to
the main order from this
capture a
delivery
kangaroo?
terminal when you're ready to get underway.
We understand one just does not mess with a kangaroo, right? Like, on list of things to not go pick a fight with. Upside is I have tranquilized things, so I guess it works. How many tranks does it take to knock out a kangaroo? He's like halfway between 2 points,
Hey
too.
Sam, Charlie here.
Of course he is.
Since this is your first order involving the capture and preservation of animals, allow me to provide additional information. The
Don't kill it.
kangaroo you're looking for is somewhere in this area. Once you've
Outstanding.
arrived, use your Odra deck to begin searching for the creature. You can transport the kangaroo in your standard issue animal carrier. No need to fabricate anything unique.
I have a
Get close
standard
enough
issue
to
carrier.
the kangaroo and deploy the carrier to capture it. It will be a bulky piece of cargo, but you should be able to carry it on your back like any other container. However, you will need to traverse some heavily wooded mountains as well as rivers and uneven terrain. Bear this in mind when considering what equipment to take with you. All right, time to proceed with route planning and final preparations.
Okay. Thing 2. Sir. How big is this kangaroo? Because, just carrying it on your back does not... Okay. What is this warning? It's home to eucalyptus, many other plant species. The land is also prone to dryness, so when the forest fire breaks out, it spreads quickly and dangerous. Okay, so... basically, this is warning me of the thing that I figured it was going to throw at me anyway. So what's this? Hillsides covered in lush greenery. Erosion caused a river that used to flow through here that has resulted in many sheer cliff faces and have been near planted eucalyptus grow in the area and have been known to cause bushfires. All right. We'll just ignore the mass amount of waters down on this side. So what are we going to do? We got to cross and then... So it's a use bridge, cross, and then just run north forever. You got 30 minutes to get there, get it, then get up the mountain. And not die to fire. And still be able to kill the carry the kangaroo. I do not want to kill the kangaroo. Okay.
Commencing route creation.
Bridge. Stay in the lowland the whole way. So no real reason to go anywhere else. It's been raining forever, so I don't know if... Six minutes by walking, 2 minutes by bike. I guess I could go get the bike. It would fit. It would do this better than probably the... Yeah.
Delivery route finalized.
I feel like the bike is just a little bit better prepared for this. I'm assuming I don't need anything else. Dramatically improve. Yep. Largely because I'm going to want one of those.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Garage. Store. Retrieve.
What in the world?
Well, I knew it was gonna do something with fire.
We have a
Just didn't know it was gonna do
situation,
all that.
Sam.
You
I'm
think?
tracking a fresh bushfire near the injured kangaroo's location. Clock's ticking. Secure the poor little bugger ASAP and bring the shelter onto the chiral network. Once the DHV Magellan can join you on site, we'll see what we can do about that fire.
Working on it. Rude.
Look out,
rude.
Sam! Fire! We need to get away from here as quickly as possible.
I appreciate somebody putting a cannon down there.
Hey, Sam, over there! I see the kangaroo. Get close enough to put it in an animal carrier for transport.
Hello, little friend.
All right, time to make our getaway. was marked as a dangerous location on your map, Sam. We could get trapped here by the bushfire. Let's keep moving to ensure that doesn't happen.
Working on it. If space would stop firebombing me. Okay, there's nothing I can do about that one. Drive through.
Still not sure how we survived that. Anyway, we have a Cupid to connect, right?
I survived it pretty easy. Just close your eyes and drive through the fire.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected.
Did that with more than enough time left over. And save kangaroo.
Ah, you must be Sam. We've heard all about you from your friends at Drawbridge. Go ahead and connect us to the chiral network.
Decoy hollow grenade. Grenade produces a decoy hologram to draw enemy attention. Could be handy.
Thank you, Sam. Don't worry about the fire. Rainey will put it out for us.
Tell me though, who is she exactly?
It's been about 6 months now, since I first heard about the girl who brought the rain.
Whenever I stepped outside, the time pull came. There was nothing that I could do to make it stop. And they
Man,
hated
the
me
lighting
for
on
it,
those torches is killer in this rain.
including my
Really
parents
adds to the
who told
vibe.
me to leave.
What do you think they're up to,
I was
bro?
the witch who brought the time pull. A monster to be locked up in a cage. A few even tried to burn me alive. The most dedicated witch hunters. So I struck out on my own. I was alone for so long. In desperation, I enrolled in a special UCA program, hoping to find purpose as a mother. Hi there. You're safe. But even after I got pregnant, I still couldn't find anyone willing to take me in.
I'm sorry.
We need to leave right now.
Please.
God, get out of here!
No one wanted anything to do with me. All they saw was a witch, to be hated and feared. Until that day. I'm so sorry.
Hey there. You're Rainy, aren't you?
Who's asking?
Someone who's been looking for you. For you and your power.
You want my power? Why?
You're a pharmacon. Medicine that can harm, poison that can heal. It's all in how you use it. Want to come work for me? I believe you can save the world.
You do?
There are things only you can accomplish.
Only me. Really?
Really. My name's Fragile. And I'm happy we could finally meet. I'm here for you. For both of you. I'll be your umbrella. And together we'll show the world the hope in your reign. Come on. We wouldn't want the baby to catch a cold. Come on.
I don't quite understand the hesitation. Like 2 minutes prior to that, she was about to jump off the bridge. Somebody comes by suddenly offering you a job in the help. Yeah, I mean...
Thank you. That was quite the display. Drawbridge is even more amazing than we'd heard. Thanks to everything you've done for us, the animals are unharmed and the facilities are holding up just fine. It's a wonderful relief. Anyway, I'll check your orders now. Kangaroo seems to be in fine spirits. You took good care of it, I can tell. I hope you'll continue to work with us.
So long as you stop, like, having meteors fall on my head, I wouldn't mind running things out here. It's pretty. When it's not burning.
The kangaroo you rescued seems to be alright, thank goodness. Oh, she's so very special to us, and we're relieved to have her back in one piece. Once she's had a bit more time to recuperate, we'll move her to the reserve next door where you can visit anytime you like. By the way, we've uploaded our decoy hologrenade data to the network. You can trigger it remotely once thrown, creating a distraction that'll lure enemies away. It might just save your life if you run afoul of any troublemakers. Well, we first found her in an area with high concentrations of chiralium. How wild animals are affected by prolonged exposure is something we still don't understand completely. But it's thought this may be a key factor in how chiral creatures come into existence. So, you can see why our wee girl would be an invaluable research subject. It's where we look after the animals in our care. The vegetation around here didn't die out like elsewhere, and we still have a reliable water supply. After we screen each animal in our underground facilities, we release them into the reserve and monitor their health over time. When that kangaroo you rescued is strong enough, we'll move her up top where she'll be able to stretch her legs. That being said, changes in the environment can have a profound impact on many species, causing never-before-seen creatures to appear, throwing the ecosystem into chaos. Which is why we strive to preserve native animals here for future generations. Cheers, Sam. You really helped us out. At this rate, we're poised to lose so many native species that predate the Death Stranding, and once they're gone, there's no getting them back. Between the bushfires caused by chiral cinders and animals behaving strangely and getting hurt, it's been pretty bad. But I've heard that these environmental anomalies might be resolved once and for all when Australia is fully linked up. So I've got high expectations for you and your friends. Speaking of which, how would you feel about assisting us with our preservation efforts? It'd be a simple matter of capturing any wild animals you see out on their own and bringing them to us. Even a few would make a real difference. Give it some thought, eh?
Well done, Sam. Return to the DHP Magellan and report to the bridge. I'd like to tell you a little bit more about Rainey and her talents.
Okay.
Order completed. Well done.
Nobody ever has any jobs.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Yay, more story
When
time.
she's outside, Rainie's constantly surrounded by timefall. But within a 1.5-meter radius of her body, a different kind of precipitation is observed. We call it core fall. Anything it touches is restored to an earlier state. In other words, it has the power to heal and repair, to counteract timefall's effects. Sadly, people only see the timefall, and not the remarkable woman standing in the eye of the storm. Still no signs of growth?
I should be due any day now. If things were normal, that is. But the baby's still stuck at 7 months.
She has still baby syndrome. Have you ever heard of it?
I met a few preppers in Mexico that had something like that.
They're not isolated cases. It seems to be happening everywhere. Though who knows if it's a syndrome or a symptom of something else.
Simply put, the fetus stops growing at about 7 months. To be clear, it doesn't die, but it no longer moves, as if it's frozen in time. Several treatments, including C-sections, have been attempted. Unfortunately, removal from the womb invariably results in death. And while not all pregnancies are affected, it's yet another contributing factor to the already low birth rate. The Genetic Diversity Conservation Initiative just isn't enough to compensate.
You got any idea what's causing it?
There's speculation that it's due to an imbalance in the beach itself. I'm sure it's been explained to you before that countless individual beaches exist, a multiverse of beaches, so to speak, and that they are all governed by an upper beach on a higher plane. Expansion of the chiral network to cover the whole UCA may have inadvertently disrupted the link to that beach. Or so they think.
BB units were also 7-month-old fetuses. So it's not hard to believe that the beach might very well influence the unborn.
While I can offer you no concrete answer, I can state that the plan to extend the chiral network into the Australian continent, to take it worldwide, is also intended to help restore balance to the aforementioned upper beach. And in doing so, it is possible that we may resolve the issue of still baby syndrome.
And it's morning or something.
Sam, it's Charlie.
This morning.
You'll be happy to hear that a request has come in which will take you to your next destination. Unfortunately, no nearby facilities have the capacity to prepare the cargo. So it's going to be a long-distance delivery from West Fort Knott instead. Moreover, this request requires you to transport a large quantity of cargo. Careful consideration will need to be given to your route and your means of traversing it. You'll also need to think about what equipment you might need. Only then should you commit to a plan of action. Access the delivery terminal at West Fort Knott to pick up this main order. Oh, and the DHB Magellan can take you there, if need be. Just open your ring terminal and select chart course to request transport.
And we will let it do that just as soon as we have our tea. Yay. Anything else? Okay. Because I have absolutely no desire to go from here all the way down to there. Unless it's opened up cargo. Let's see if it's done that first. So if they have a trade route to go down there, then I'll do it. But if they don't, then we'll just take the Magellan down.
That seemed like a child.
Leave that there for the moment. Japan's global renowned delivery company Yamato Transport has expanded to Australia. Their logo features a black cat gently carrying her kitten in her mouth, and containers bearing this logo will be transported on the monorail network. If you spot one during the course of your deliveries, be sure to stop and take a photo. So does that mean that technically Japan is doing better with all this than everybody else? An order has been issued from the delivery cargo from animal shelter to my place. What's odd is the order came from the shelter, from my shelter, but there shouldn't be anyone there right now unless it's been... Okay. We will do that.
Hey, Sam, why don't you let the DHV Magellan take you?
Because there's weird stuff happening, sir, and I'm going to go see whatever that is. They have a thing that goes all the way back. Wait, there's like a road that... Hold on.
Commencing route creation.
In theory, we might be able to do this without... too much insanity.
Delivery route finalized.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Go grab the bike and then head out and do this place as one little mission. And then I'll go deal with Rainy's thing.
Looks like you're about to drop off a delivery. That platform's dead ahead, smooth terrain too. Should be straightforward. Backpack's holding steady, no weird sway. You good?
We are definitely not dropping off something. We're about to go pick up something.
Ah, gotcha. Gear up mode instead then. Picking something up means the real fun's just starting. That marker ahead looks like it's guiding you in smoothly, so let's lock in for a clean pickup and prep for the haul afterward.
Birds. I don't like. Okay,
flying
okay.
things over
That hurts. Bats. Many angry bats. Thank you. And you. And those two. And we'll swing by this then. Let's go back. Back to the angry bats.
Should you encounter such a specimen, please secure and deliver them to the shelter facility or any nearby facility. Your assistance with this matter is greatly appreciated.
Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Take your stuff, please.
Thanks for coming to visit us. Reviewing the order details.
I'm mostly just curious to see what you get for doing things for the animal shelter.
Look at this bone. I can't believe you found this. We'd all but... We have some data that we think you might like. Give it a look.
Grenade that produces hologram of an object to hide behind or inside of. Oh, okay. Something my playstyle will most likely not
We're
use.
upping the amount of materials you can take from our stores.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
This data we've shared with you is the schematic for a holo grenade you can use to conceal your presence. Just toss it somewhere you want to hide, then activate it to generate a hologram that'll fool just about anyone. You can shelter behind, or even inside this hologram if you like. Of course, it won't work if the enemy sees you while you're attempting to hide, but if you use these grenades, if you like the sound.
Order completed. Well done.
Alright, now it's the rainy thing. First off, can I load his things onto the... No. Okay. We'll take his anyway. Go down here and hover over the grenade I won't make, just to make that little thing go away. Waypoints.
Commencing route creation.
Marker to that shelter. Cannon. There. To the bridge. To him. And we won't really consider it complete until we get back there and deal with her thing.
Delivery route finalized.
Order accepted. Order accepted. Thank you.
Thanks again, Sam.
All right. Let's go see who's trying to mess with our girl Rainy. And the general request that it doesn't firebomb me this time. Treat. Another treat. Random portals over there. And late.
Hope to see you again.
Welcome back, Sam. Process your
Here, dude.
orders and
Take your
requests.
stuff.
I see you've returned. Glad to review it. I almost...
So enough for edits.
I believe this data could be of use to you.
Solar generator, a device that
With
uses
my
solar
thanks.
power to charge Sam's battery. It is most effective during the daylight hours and less effective at night or in rain. Equipping multiple generators increases the charging speed. Power isn't something I
We're increasing the
typically
amount of
have a
materials allocated
problem
for your
with,
use.
so I'm not too worried about it.
The data I'm sharing with you is for a solar generator that can be attached to your backpack. When equipped, it uses solar power to automatically recharge your batteries over time. It can be a real lifesaver, especially when you're traveling between places you know don't have traditional generators. Try it out, and I know you'll agree.
Order completed. Well done.
I would be more worried about that if there weren't generators everywhere. Okay, so that's going to the musician, which is strangely close to this guy. And that's going back the way I came. Are they both? No, just the other one. All right, we won't worry about your stuff yet. Go figure out what the rainy thing is. There's that room.
Feels good.
That door's closed anyway, so I can't get back there. So whatever this is, it's not anything I'll have to fight, I guess. Alright, so the birds decided to order things. And what are the birds going to give me? Nothing.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Order completed. Well done.
My birds who have been issuing word. It turns out they can do much more than just imitate people's voices. They can operate delivery terminals too. Amazing. I mean, if it would let me go down there and mess with the birds, I would. But I have every bit of suspicion it won't let me through this door. Yeah, I didn't think so. I will do things for them, though. You said it has been a massive help in finding labor routes. We've also path carved out in the structures you built. Alright, let's go down here, grab this guy's cargo that was going up to the... Since we're heading up there anyway, we'll take... Wait a minute. That is a much larger trip than I thought it was about to be. Fine. It's not a difficult thing to do. We just need to be able to cross somewhere. We'll try on that border because there's another thing down here to grab anyway. That'll come back up to him.
Delivery route finalized.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Alright, time to go all over the place just for this one little trip. That. Get stuck on a rock. Down to this very conveniently placed bridge. Yeah, okay, BTs. Don't care. Not staying over here. Road. $520 ceramics, 400 metal, 160 arrow. I'll give you the crystals.
Sun's going down. Feels like everything gets harder at night. You good on supplies for the trek? That auto paver's progress looks slow, worth sticking around.
I might bring stuff back to it. I don't know yet. We'll end up seeing.
Fair call. I like the wait-and-see approach. Let's scope out how the pickup goes first, then reassess if the auto paver's worth soaking time into. Sometimes the simplest choice works out best.
Normally I would just build it, but I'm not near any place that has those materials. They would be everywhere, wouldn't they? And nighttime, so I can't really see anything. Three is over there. 4 is there. I don't know where 1 is. Behind me. Vehicle has reached maximum cargo capacity. Oh yeah. What happened? Hmm. Here, let's get rid of you. And
a word of warning, Sam. That sniper rifle doesn't appear to be equipped with a suppressor, meaning it will make considerable noise when fired. Take care not to attract the enemy's attention.
everybody is well aware of what that will do, sir. I really rather dislike that he keeps saying it every single time I grab it. Okay, so you're the little ones. It's the big ones I want to try to...
Stretch my legs.
Gotta make room for everything. I'm effectively not fighting anything anyway.
Recovered everything then. Great. Let's get it delivered.
And now we go back up. I know there's BTs here. No, I don't care that there's BTs here. Almost made it. There we go. Too sure why I did that. I can't grab any cargo right now anyway.
Good evening, Sam.
take your stuff.
Thank you for coming to us so late at night. I'll review the orders right now. Of all the things you could have brought us, where did you even... You've worked so hard on our behalf. We want you to have this data as thanks.
I would use the battery stuff, sir, but
We're
the problem
increasing
is
the amount
that
of
means I would have to
materials
take away
allocated
ammo, and I am not taking away ammo just for battery stuff.
This data is for a miniature battery unit. Clip into your backpack to give your battery capacity a small boost. Its compact size means it won't get in the way of your other equipment. Test it out and see if it appeals to you. Good luck with everything.
Alright, now back at the facility.
Hope to see you again.
Feels good.
Take care out there.
Taking an educated guess on getting back.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go back down and grab that stuff from the other post box. That'll be a future me problem. Orders up there. Repair. And just keep going this way. I get stuck on a rock.
Evening to you. We appreciate your work. Did you really scrounge up all this just for us? Oh, it's so much. We'd like you to have this data for everything you've done. See what you think.
Produces a hologram of a BT, paralyzing humans with fear. It could be good against outlaws.
We're upping the amount of materials you can...
Now displaying your current order grade.
We've developed a new type of hologrenade that produces fake BTs. Most armed groups are terrified of BTs, so they'll clear out the moment they catch sight of anything resembling one. Mind you, if they happen to get close enough to touch the hologram, they'll quickly figure out it isn't real. So, think carefully about where you deploy them. Come back soon. We'll have more for you.
All right. Going flat North Edge River. I need you to go there. Swap vehicles. Cover lost vehicle paints. I'm sorry, and then deliver them to the animal shelter. Okay, that's a weird request to be coming from here. But fair enough. That said, I've been streaming for nearly 3 hours, so I'm going to take a break and get something to eat. I'm just going to throw Sam down here. I might do some random stuff off camera. I don't do the main missions off camera, but I do like building the roads and stuff sometimes off camera just because it's kind of tedious, a lot of back and forth. But yeah. Let's see, get over here. Hey Iris, I'm gonna be ending the stream if you want to say goodbye to everybody.
Alright, everyone, this is Iris signing off with Thendril. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed the journey as much as we did. Same time next session? Take care and see you soon.
Alright everybody, thanks for watching.